friends, my name is Jasmine from Great Solution. Today we'll be going through Day 4 notes, which is focusing on identifying relationships in questions. Now, for relationships, it is very commonly tested from P3 all the way to P6, so it is crucial that students are able to identify relationships very easily and accurately. Now, for any experiment, okay, we will have results that needs to be analyzed and see if there is any correlation or relationship between the variables. Now, when we are talking about a relationship that exists between two variables, okay, the relationship must show a cause and effect. Okay, what do we mean by cause and effect? Okay, so obviously the cause here would refer to the change variable, whereas the effect represents the measured variable. Okay, which are very commonly used terms in science, which the students should be very familiar with already. Okay, let's take a look at this example over here. So now based on the aim to find out the effect of amount of heat on the magnetic strength of a magnet. So looking at the results here, we should be able to identify a relationship. Okay, so here we have the duration of heating of a magnet as well as the number of ion pins remaining on the magnet. First thing that students will need to do is to identify which is the cause or the change variable and the effect or the measured variable. Okay, so over here, we can very obviously see that the duration of heating the magnet is what is being changed. So this is the cause, okay? And the number of ion pins remaining on the magnet, this is what is measured. So this is the measured variable or the effect, okay? So as we can see, moving from the left to the right, okay, the duration of heating increases. The number of ion pins remaining on the magnet decreases. Okay, so the keywords here would be increase and decrease. All right, so cause is the duration of heating the magnet increasing. Okay, and the effect will be the number of ion pins remaining on the magnet decreasing. Okay, so in general, when we write a relationship, okay, the answering structure is as follows. So as the cause or change variable increases or decreases, the effect increases or decreases. Okay. So we must always state the cause before the effect. Okay. So based on the above question, we can write the relationship as the duration of heating the magnet, which is the cause, increases, the number of ion pins remaining on the magnet decreases. Okay. We have an example of a wrong relationship over here. As the number of ion pins remaining on the magnet decreases, the duration of heating the magnet increases. Now, why is this wrong? This is because this answer actually stated the effect first before the cause, and therefore it is absolutely incorrect. Okay, so in Great Solution, we always tend to allow students sufficient practice, okay, so that they are very familiar on the answering techniques as well. Okay. Now let's move on to a sample question over here. Okay, I'm going to jump into the results. Okay. So here we have our two variables, distance between the lamp and W, as well as the average number of bubbles produced per minute. Now, first thing, again, they have to identify which is the cause, which is the effect. Now, of course, the cause would be the distance between the lamp and W, because this is what is being changed, okay, which will then affect the average number of bubbles produced per minute. Okay, so again, moving from left to right, we can see that as the distance between the lamp and W decreases, the average number of bubbles produced per minute is going to increase. Okay, so therefore that is going to be our answer. Okay, as the distance decreases, number of bubbles produced increases. Okay, let's take a look at another question. Okay, so here we have the temperature of water. Okay, and the average number of bubbles produced per minute. Now, what is she changing? Of course, she is changing the temperature of water from 10 degrees all the way to 70 degrees Celsius. Okay, and what is she recording? She recorded the average number of bubbles produced per minute. Now, do we realize for this question that is slightly different in the sense that we do not see that there is increasing all the way? What do we see? We actually see that from 10 degrees to 30 degrees Celsius, okay, the number of bubbles produced increases from 7 to 11. And then we start to see a decrease already. Okay, so I'm going to use a different color. From 30 degrees Celsius to 70 degrees Celsius, we can see that there is actually now a decrease from 11 bubbles produced per minute to 0 bubbles produced per minute. Okay, so for this question, we see that there are two relationships, which is what we need to write in our answer below. Okay, so stating the relationship, we can see over here from an increase from 10 to 30 degrees Celsius, the average number of bubbles produced increases, whereas as it increases from 30 degrees Celsius to 70 degrees Celsius, okay, the number of bubbles produced actually decreases. Okay, so as we can see, a little tip over here is that we can actually take a look at the marks allocated. So if it is a 2-mark question, most likely is that there will be two relationships that needs to be written down for us to get our full 2 marks. Okay. Now for relationship, okay, firstly, we have to spot the trend, whether it is an increase or a decrease, okay, as well as most importantly, identifying the cause and effect accurately. Okay. Now, in Grid Solution, we are very, very focused on answering techniques. Okay, so again, the correct structure is as follows. As the cause increases or decreases, the effect increases or decreases. Now, of course, students must be able to identify the cause and effect correctly and apply the answering technique to get the full mark. Okay. Now, one more thing to highlight is that do make sure that your children are using or copying down the entire variable. For example, if let's say we have this variable, average number of bubbles produced per minute, okay, do not just write the number of bubbles. Okay, similarly, if the variable is the temperature of the water, do not just write the temperature. Ensure that students are copying down the entire variable without any shortcuts. Okay. Now, lastly, will be to practice with past questions. Okay, make sure that for science, right, students get enough practice, which is what we provide in Grid Solution as well. Okay, so I hope that you have a better understanding on the answering techniques and how to identify your cause and effect, your change variable and measured variables. Okay, and I hope to see your children in class. Okay, bye-bye.